Michigan Speedway, just outside of Detroit, Michigan, the location tonight for a race that has become a pretty big one for this Great Lakes Truck Series. We welcome you into the Irish Hills of Michigan, the town called Brooklyn. The race, the Prehistoric Forest 200. We've extended the race 20 miles from last year's race, but this race is going to be a fun one because Michigan is a favorite track of a lot of people. The trucks are a favorite on iRacing. Put the two together, we have a fantastic race in store for you tonight. I am the captain, Chris Scala. Welcome into Brooklyn, Michigan. This 2-mile oval, 79 degrees outside, 53% humidity under partly cloudy skies. Track temp right now looking like about 88 degrees. So a little warm out there, going to be slick, but the draft is going to be in full force this evening as we get ready for this race here on the Great Lakes Truck Series season. Going to be a fun one in store here in Michigan. You see qualifying going on right now. Dylan Basin, who is subbing in for Tyler Brewer right now, he is on the pole with a 39.96. He is actually some 7/10 faster than everybody right now on the field. So Tyler Brewer definitely brought the A-team, we'll say tonight, with that truck and everything, to this race. So what is the Prehistoric Forest? I was asked this question, and I read the article, and I might have to show some of you the article if I get a chance to, but Prehistoric Forest is actually an old amusement park that sits on Highway 12 on your way to Brooklyn, Michigan, to the Michigan Speedway. And it opened up back in the 60s, and it was open all the way until 1999. Oh, Zach Allman goes to the pole. In 1999, the theme park closed. However, if you drive down the road on Highway 12, you actually still drive past dinosaurs and other things as part of the theme park that sits there, closed. Now, rumor had it, back in the day, this park used to be pretty big when it came to population. It was a big population spot or a tourist spot and things like that. And of course, the Speedway was built. There were rumors of another Cedar Point coming up to this area, and unfortunately, it all just didn't work out. It all kind of fizzled out a little bit, and the park still sits there. So tonight, they pay homage to the Prehistoric Forest in this 200-mile race. So in a nutshell, that's basically what the Prehistoric Forest is. And I think it's a pretty cool thing to pay tribute to. But if you look on MapQuest, they're actually you can actually go on MapQuest. Listen to me, Google Maps, and you can actually go and find the Prehistoric Forest, and it's right there. You can see you go down to the actual street view, and you can see the dinosaurs that are sitting there still, and so much more. But this is race number 7 of the series this evening as we get ready to go here at the Michigan Speedway. Let me make sure the audio's going here. Actually, I'm not hearing any audio from the race now. All of a sudden, I've realized. I hate when this happens. I was like, why am I not hearing anything? And I'm still not hearing anything. That's not good. Cars are grating in my headphones, so let's, not sure why all of a sudden I'm not hearing anything. There we go. That was kind of concerning for a second there, but we're good to go. I should race Mercedes-Benz Sprinters. Yeah, you should know how much those probably cost to wreck. All right, qualifying is over. Unfortunately, I had a little bit of a late start. Actually had a last-minute errand I had to go take care of. Something came up real quickly, and I apologize for getting on a little late, but qualifying did get done. It is completed, and this is how the lineup will be tonight. Florida, and that state swept the pole tonight. Zach Allman, Dylan Basin, they will start on the front row. Of course, Dylan filling in for the Tyler Brewer, who is in chat right now talking to us. Tanner Long and Ben Pierce will start third and fourth. Row number 3, you'll see Seth Robbins, Baskin Robbins otherwise known as, alongside Dylan Thomas. Row number 4, Sam Barnes, Keith Calhoun, the Texas driver. Rob Carroll, Travis Icavacci will round out the top 10. Christopher Dean will start there in the 11th position, and the return of Noah Mayari, the winner at Homestead in the number 52 for Alan Best last year. He is in the field tonight. As we continue through the rest of the grid, the cars coming out, or trucks coming out on the track, Alan Best will start there in the 13th spot, alongside Chris Evans, who's got the Captain TV logos on his hood again tonight. Lucas Josephson, Chip Parks, row number 8, row number 9, Jordan Watson, J.W. Miller, and row number 10, Dylan Glass will round out the field. Last year's winner, not in the race tonight, unfortunately. Anthony Marshall, who runs in these trucks sometimes, not going to be here this evening to start this 100-lap race. 200 miles will make up the distance in this prehistoric Forest 200. As you see all the trucks work their way down into turn number 3 and 4. We got a very, very tight point race. J.W. Miller enters tonight with a 16-point lead over Keith Calhoun. Zach Allman, he is only 3 back from Keith. As a matter of fact, tied with Christopher Dean for the top 4 positions, all within 20 points of another. It is race number 7 of the Great Lakes Truck Series. Welcome to Michigan, and we're racing. These trucks are going to get wound up. Christopher Dean running a little bit of a tribute scheme, it looks like, to Jimmy Johnson there. I just noticed the Whataburger truck. As they work their way down the back straightaway right off the bat, Zach Allman going to clear the 13, but here he comes to the inside. Now the 13 normally ran by Travis Icavacci. Icavacci is in the 19 tonight. As Basin going to take the lead. The 14, a little bit of blinking action there of Seth Robbins. But lap number 1 in the books, and Allman leads it by a battery terminal. Not sure how that affected everybody, but that can't be good. As these guys switching the lead, this is going to play a major role on this track tonight. Everybody going to be in the pack. Oh, one truck to 14 scraping the wall there. I think he's just getting out of the way of everybody. Oh, contact! Oh, and the 14's wrecking. Saves it a little. I think he was almost net coating through the other trucks. How's this for Michigan truck racing, boys? Should I mention half this, or a good portion of this field is actually going to run Saturday night's Iowa 400, the NRW Photography 400 at Iowa. A lot of these guys have signed up for it, so I'm looking forward to seeing these guys on the track. Allman leads it barely. Here comes Calhoun up into the picture. Up here. And that 4 truck back there, you see, that is Noah Mayari, the winner from Homestead last season, as Seth Robbins makes the unscheduled pit stop to try to get the blinking and his damage fixed. Now these guys have 60% fuel, 4 sets of tires to work with tonight, and 0 resets. Ride with Rob Carroll. Michigander, of course, we all know the stat. No Michigan-born driver has ever won a cup race in Michigan. Prehistoric Forest 200, that kind of runs here too. No Michigan drivers won this race. Well, part of that's because we've only run this race one time, and that was last season. And that race won by Anthony Marshall, who is, I believe, the Canada driver. Here you kind of got to burp the throttle a little down on the bottom, the lesser bank part of the track, actually. This almost some 3 wide. Keith Calhoun getting his nose in there. Of course, one of the stories as we left last week's race was the situation going on with J.W. Miller and Keith Calhoun. Drivers before the race, but hopefully they've kind of settled it a little bit. There's been a little bit of action between the two, so we'll watch them tonight if they get close together. Of course, J.W. right now running back in the 17th position. And Keith up here in the front pack as Allman continues to kind of zig and zag and hold on to it. Dylan Basin not giving it up though. Biggest mover in this race so far. Now Noah Mayari is up to 5th after starting 12th. He is definitely working that draft to his advantage. So with 60% fuel in these trucks, you should see them probably go somewhere in the 25 lap area. Oh, and a couple trucks dragging the wall there. The 12's up in it of Dylan Thomas. I think the 52 might be. But that kind of broke the field up just a little bit here as they go single file. Looking back here at the 22 truck of Sam Barnes. Sam running the Daft Punk One More Time mobile. One of my favorite 2000 songs from back in the day. You got this whole mess of trucks back here. Laps will go into the books. The two swapping the lead up here again. Is Basin going to cut to the inside here of Allman? And they already going to kind of follow the 18 through there. So 4 trucks starting to break away here as I see Nate Farrington watching this tonight, as always, each and every Wednesday night, as he likes to do here in the Great Lake Truck Series. Very tough to pass. When I say you got to make the pass almost going into a corner. If you don't, you could lose position. Oh, that's how you clear yourself right there. 13 said, nope, my group. And then, unfortunately, he's going to fall out of the draft there, gets back in it. Fantastic racing to start this prehistoric Forest 200. 3 wide back here. Ike Avachi on the inside, Dylan Thomas on the outside, and Chris Evans there in the middle, that Captain TV truck. And now there's still 3 wide as the 48 comes in there, the Dean Machine. Whataburger Jimmy Johnson special. See Chip Parks back there in that 30 truck. And the truck with no number, that is Rob Carroll back there in that Adidas Machine. As a pass for the lead. Oh, we had it for a second. Noah Mayari, and they're 3 wide for the lead. Allman up top. Basin's in the bottom, and Mayari is the, Harry Gant from Stroker Ace. Keith Calhoun thought 4 wide. You remember that line of Harry Gant? Oh, hell, here we go again. My favorite movie of all time. Matter of fact, you listen closely on these broadcasts, sometimes you will hear me reference Stroker Race and lines from the movie and everything. And Barnes has joined the picture in his 6-truck battle now. If you're a viewer watching tonight, you want to talk a little bit, feel free to chat. We've got some chatty people that always like to talk during the races. Of course, you got myself, as oh no, Dylan Glass gets turned. And that's going to bring the first caution out. And a little bit of miscommunication as Pierce, I believe, turned to 16. And that brings out the first caution, so catch your breath. Let's go back and see it again. Right there, 16 turns. Now, actually, from that angle, it almost looks like maybe they both just came together here. So let's roll that beautiful bean footage here. That's Pierce down there as soon as we get through the camera. There we go. You see the two coming up the track, and that wasn't Pierce. I'm sorry. That was Rob Carroll, the 2 trucks. My apologies there to Dylan. Or to Ben. And yeah, they just came together. And Dylan just kind of locks it down there. Riding with the 16 here. There we go, and we got pit stops. Here comes everybody to pit road. Everybody but Seth Robbins, who's going to get the lucky dog. Oh, Allman decides to do his pit stall. That's going to hurt him. Who's going to, I think, fuel only for Calhoun. Fuel only for Best. Fuel only for a lot of guys here. And some people taking tires. Oh, we got the strategy. And Zach Allman's still sitting there. That can't be good. So the first caution here at Michigan Speedway. So real quickly, I want to send a shout out. You guys didn't get to see it much, and sometimes if you're on early enough, you'll see it. But sometimes during these races, you get these banners that you'll see at the beginning of the race as they start to stream up, just as I'm getting all the settings and everything set up. I want to send a shout out to this guy right here, Sam Barnes. He actually sends me all this stuff each and every week when it comes to the series here, the Great Lakes Truck Series. And tonight's photo, check this out. This is the banner he sent, the Prehistoric Forced 200 banner. Of course, the Christopher Dean, Jimmy Johnson truck. Got the dinosaur in the background there, and so much more. A really cool thing. Now, what I can try here, while we're under caution, I know we're going to go green here shortly. Let me actually... You're gonna see it lag here for a second. I'm warning you in advance. Work with me now. Thank you. So they're double file. I am using. Oh no, I'm not using Chrome, am I? Ever. So down the back straightaway they go as we get ready to go green. And again, it will stop lagging here in a second, guys. I'm just online right now. All right, so if we get another caution here. come back to racing here. Lap number 16. The lagging should stop here at any minute. There we go. And we'll come back to racing here. Keith Calhoun going to lead. No tires on your front. 3 or 4 guys here. All took fuel only as we go back to racing. So while you were seeing the lagging, I was on the internet. The prehistoric force on Google Maps. So if we get another caution, it'll probably. Oh, the Ford truck trying to go to the apron. Oh, yeah, going to the high side crossover on Best for third. The Bean Machine trying to get that first career win. As Basin to the front. Dylan Basin, I believe, did take tires because he had a 14-second pit stop here. So the 13 has 4 Mr. Feelgoods on that truck. But basically, I'll try to show you what actually it looks like today on Google Maps. But Kavachi there on that high side with Tanner Long. I say, oh, 3 or 4 trucks hit the wall, and there they go. Wreck and Allman's involved. Back there, I think that's Lucas Josephson. Dylan Thomas gets a piece. Second caution. Three or 4 cars hit the wall and triggered that. And Zach Allman, one of the points racers involved in this accident. That trip on pit road might have cost him, unfortunately. Want to see how much damage is on that 18 as we look at the replay here. 2 or 3 trucks all hit the wall. Josephson gets turned and Rob Carroll gets turned. Dylan Thomas, it looks like this is a lot smaller an accident than could have been. Looks like we're only going to see 4 trucks in this. Oh, no, make it 5th. I think Seth Robbins got a piece, and I see some smoke from the 2, the 12, and Josephson with some heavy damage on that 88. Second caution of the night. Actually, we have a second. We'll go back here real quickly, and let's go on board with Josephson here and see what transpired. He's already in the wall, but we'll back up here and see if we can get, if I can hit the right button. There we go. So right in front of him, they have the 2 hits the wall. He gets into the 2 and he gets turned. The 2 goes sideways. And that's the 12 that's actually pushing. A tough situation there for everybody involved. Caution number 2 on the track. And pretty much everybody from Calhoun down is going to pit here. This might be a set of tires going on most of these trucks now. Calhoun, Allman's in, getting damage fixed on that 18. That truck actually looks okay. So that will shake up the field here. All right, we're going to glitch up again here. Just be patient with me. I have the site found. I just haven't, trying to see how to go to satellite mode on this thing. There we go. All right. So as you're traveling down, that wasn't what I was trying to get out of it. Oh, whoa! What happened to the 13 truck here? Did screen go black? Oh my gosh, what just happened here? I think his screen went black because all of his wheels were turned right. We just lost a leader. Oh my gosh, everybody has fast repairs. Oh. Uh-oh. Well, I guess somebody's going to get their trucks fixed a lot tonight, huh? Unless, let's... Well... DW always liked to sing the old song, you picked a fine time to leave me loose wheel. Well, in this case, you picked a fine time to leave me loose truck. Hence why these trucks will never have autopilot. Right here, boys. Well, tough break there for the 13, and even worse break for Tyler, who the 13 was subbing for. All right, so everybody's back on the lead lap now. The 13 towed, I believe. So, yeah, he's going to be on pit road, so he'll be, unfortunately, a lap down, if not multiple laps down when he gets back in here. All right, coming back to the green, lap number 22. Here we go. And Alan Best is gone. Might have got too good of a restart here. Got teammates running second and third, and looking behind the 22. There is the 6 of J.W. Miller, going to cut to the bottom. Oh, the 16 gets turned into Ikavachi. Things are going haywire for some of these guys. Everybody continues on. And J.W. Miller going to come to the lead. So the point leader goes to the front here, and the situation here, we got to remember, this series has the old NASCAR point system back in the 90s, where you get the 5 points basically for leading a lap. You get the most laps led award, and not to mention the separation of points. So that's when I say that 20 points is not a big separation. It's only 4 positions on the track in the series. Tanner Long going to go to second. The battle on for fourth. Here comes Allman with the fresh tires now. Allman going to clear to 22. Going to come up on Alan Best. That 18 is on the move. Who's driving that truck for Allman? Travis Ikavachi to pit road. Unscheduled pit stop here. I'm assuming he's just going to get the reset and go. So you'll see the fenders just pop out, and there he goes. He will go a lap down, though. Tanner Long going to come for the lead. Tanner not able to take it yet, and there's Ikavachi coming off pit road with that damaged truck getting fixed there. He goes a lap down. He's going to hope for another one of those yellow hankies back here. Christopher Dean to the inside of Alan Best. He's bringing Dylan Thomas, who was involved in that last big accident. And there's the old Captain TV truck, Chris Evans. Captain America, as I like to call him. You know he's from Canada. Truck getting out of shape back there to 31. Ben Pierce, that white and blue truck, got to adjust to that paint scheme a little bit. Now these guys are not taking any kind of holiday off when it comes to Thanksgiving or racing tonight, and they'll be back on track next Wednesday as they are 3 wide. Next Wednesday they will go to Belleville, still in the state of Michigan. We'll go up to Detroit for the first time ever car running a street circuit. Meanwhile, up here, Zach Allman has come all the way back to second. Driving like a madman out here. And Allman to the front, JW to crossover. Not going to give it to him that easy. Your buddy had screen issues. These guys battling out like Darrell Waltrip and Richard Petty at the 79 Southern 500 when they just kept crossing over each other. Yeah, no kidding. Tanner Long coming back into the picture. There's Dylan Thomas with the pack of wolves here. Lucas Josephson back into the picture here. Number 28 already into the books here, so pitch strategy is all over the place now. Most of these guys, oh my gosh, they're 4 wide. I just looked up as I looked over at my telemetry and stuff, and I see 4 trucks side by side. And then 3 wide up here. And now they're 4 wide. Up, back down to 3, down to 2. Michigan or Daytona? How do you see why the trucks are some of the best racing you'll see on iRacing? I mean, these things are just flat out awesome. Number 30 this time, and you see Zach Allman back out in front over J.W. Miller, Tanner Long in third, and then it's about 2 seconds back. Keith, Texas driver. Oh, Chris Evans scraping the wall up, had to get off of it. These trucks will get really tight off turn 2 and turn 4, as a matter of fact. Parks back here in the 13th position. There's Jordan Watson. That 37 Union truck doing a good job here as that fight continues for the lead. Something else these drivers need to look out for. There's a big old bump at the bottom of the start-finish line. Ray just passed it. This bump is actually there in real life. He's going to scrape it up. That's going to bring everybody up here. He's going to lose all that momentum down into turn 3. But that bump will actually give you a 0x incident. So you got to be careful of that bump when you're driving on this track. Let's see if I can point it out if somebody goes down there. Looks like that. JW going to battle here for the 3rd position. Now who will win that battle? Here comes Dino inside. He'll bring Lucas Josephson with him. But this field now starting to spread out with the different tire strategies. Plus the sun's coming out, warming up. And of course this will be the last race we have for the week until we get to Saturday's NRW Photography 400 at Iowa Speedway. No broadcast the rest of the week for Thanksgiving night and Friday and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, I'm actually kind of relaxing for most of those days and until we get to that race at Iowa on Saturday. So I'm going to sit back and actually chill with family and relax and watch some football. Truck Series win. He has had so many close finishes. There's that bump right there. Reminder, if you want to be a part of this series, you actually could race in it. All you got to do is go to GreatLakesSimRacing.com. You get all the information on the league. You can sign up over in iRacing in the portal. Real easy to do, real fun league. Travis Akavachi's done a lot of work in this series, and Sam Barnes putting this whole thing together. Of course, if you're somebody based in the Midwest, this might be the perfect series actually for you, because a lot of this series races in the Midwest. Part of the Great Lakes, of course, the logo when you look at it over there is all the Great Lakes region, of course, and the drivers are from pretty much everywhere. I know, like, for instance, Christopher Dean, Keith Calhoun right there in front, they are both Texas drivers and stuff, but their schedule is pretty much set up to a lot of the Midwestern tracks with a couple of just added tracks to it, like the road course race, a short track, I believe, so on and so forth. So the rest of the series this season will be in the Midwest. As a matter of fact, next week, Belle Isle. The following week, we'll go to the historic Milwaukee Mile. That is the oldest asphalt track in all of racing. Older than Indianapolis, believe it or not. And then the final race of the season. Notice this draft starting to catch well leaders, because you're faster than yourself. Asmiari going to go underneath of Miller. And he'll take that 6th position away. Miller's starting to fall back with that damage. You got that right side damage, and it's like putting a parachute out. Zach Allman leads this thing by 1.8 seconds over Tanner Long, and then Calhoun, as I mentioned, there in 3rd. In the second running of the Prehistoric Force 200. Let's show you what kind of speeds are out here running. Let's go on board with Keith Calhoun, the point leader, or not the point leader, one of the contenders for the championship, I should say. Last season's champion. 172 mid-corner. He's going to have to get out of the gas here as he catches the 42. And that's going to cost him, I think, maybe. He might be 3 wide here. Nope. Everybody decided to get in line there. About 180 to 185 mile an hour down into turn 3 as they catch Tanner Long. Tanner is going to come to pit road. Tanner Long, J.W. Miller to pit road. And Travis Akavachi, the lap truck on. So the first round of pit stops here, lap number 40 in the green flag. Now I'm guessing JW is going to get damage fixed here now that he's in the window. Bam, fenders pop out. See right side tires going on that Northern Tool and Equipment truck. And once again, just like last night, the pit crew over there having a conversation like, well, what do you think we should have for dinner tonight? I don't know. What do you think? And JW pulls out. Here comes the 42 of Tanner Long, 4 tires and fuel there. Travis Akavachi, 4 and fuel, and there comes our leader. A 2.3-second lead over everybody. Dylan Thomas on the pit road. Here comes the 12. .37 coming in also. All these guys are going to want this to cycle through. And we're going to see these fresh tires go to work. Believe it or not, tires will make a difference here. Just ask J.W. Miller out here. Look at this. Him in the 42 dragging everybody. And they're pretty much probably wide open right here. If they don't make contact with each other, they're going to be wide open. So this should force the hand of everybody to come to pit road. Matter of fact, Sam Barnes and Chip Parks on pit road here, two teammates. Down Under Racing. And there go the leaders past the in the background there. Barnes leaves pit road here. And here come the two lap trucks, going to come back and unlap themselves here. What, about a lap and a half? They made up those 2 seconds. Here's the 7 laps from halfway already. 200 miles around a track at 185 mile an hour. You'll get out of here really quickly. Yeah, the game crashed. Oh, that's a bummer. Albin had to lock it up there. And as a matter of fact, here come a lot of the leaders. Mayari on the pit road. Calhoun, Josephson, all these guys coming in for Ford Fuel. Allman being careful into his pit stop there. Right side tires going on everybody's truck here as Ben Pierce stays out and leads. Left side's going on and everybody pulls away. Looks like no speeding penalty. Well, I say that. Nora Maori still sitting there. I think we have a speeding penalty there. The cops are out tonight. Here comes the 31 to pit road to Ben Pierce, the Georgia driver. And that will hand the lead over to J.W. Miller with the pit strategy. He is going to be able to jump Zach Allman and those guys and take the lead. The 4 finally leaves pit road. A speeding penalty and all. That pit stop in the end for Noah. See the timer, 55 seconds. So that's definitely a 40-second speeding on pit road penalty. So everybody cycles out, and there are your leaders now. So J.W. Miller, Tanner Long, and Zach Allman. And then it's about 2 seconds. Thomas and Keith Calhoun back here. Comes Tanner and Allman with the draft. See if they can get up there and around JW. Oh, no, Zach's like, I'm going middle, boys. What a move. Tanner thought he had himself a drafting partner and said, Zach, no. Zach, I want this one. Good clean racing throughout so far in this race. We've had 2 cautions, I'm sorry, in this race. And it's been fairly fantastic racing out here. Christopher Dean, fastest lap of the race, just now 39.45. Of course, he's getting a pretty big draft right now. You get this separation right now, the trucks just get really fast because you're just getting such a good run, and then the truck is pulling you along. So you're getting even a bigger run on the truck in front of him. Travis Akabachi got exactly what he needed. Everybody made green flag pit stops, and Travis right now is on the lead lap. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He is a lap down. I misread it. He is a lap down right now in 16th. So what he needs is to get around the 37 of Jordan Watson, who is right there, and he could get the lucky dog and get back on the lead lap here in this race. I stand corrected, actually. Noah Maori is the first truck a lap down. Right there in the 4 in front of Jordan Watson now. So that is the truck that Travis needs to catch. And F4 has definitely shown the speed he has tonight. Back here, Dean going to work his way past Ikebayo. Josephson with him. As we go up here to the blimp view, we'll return 1 and 2 of this speedway. A track built back in 1969, if I remember correctly. Roger Penske, of course, saw it and decided he wanted to go build a track out in California that was 2 mile long. A little bit less banking on that track. And that track became California Speedway, which then became Auto Club Speedway. So that's exactly, this track was built just like that track, or the other way around. And of course, Auto Club as of next year is going to change, going to become a half-mile short track, which I'm still curious how they're going to make that work. But that's why they're the professionals, not me, at this whole rebuilding a track thing. Calhoun out here all by himself. You see the 42 of Tanner Long. He is starting to fall off from the leaders. And there are the 2 leaders right there. As a matter of fact, Allman's starting to stretch it a little bit on J.W. Miller now, as we complete lap 51. Fight on the track back here with these guys. And Alan Best starting to work his way up here on the 30. This will be a battle for the 11th position here. Alan trying to work that Union number 52 truck into the picture. Ride with him. 185 mile an hour down to turn 3. Got to kind of let off the throttle a little bit. Guys pass by Dylan Glass. Dylan is on older tires because of the pit stop he made. Dylan pitted about 6 or so laps before everybody else. So a little bit older tires on that 16. He needs that yellow hanky to come out again. Strategies here. So this is where everybody cycles out when it comes to the pit stops right now. You see Zach Allman right now. He is on lap number 10 on his run. J.W. Miller 4 laps earlier pitted. That's why he's probably just a little bit off the pace compared to the other guys. You see Tanner Long 14, the rest of these guys 10, and then all the way down to Thomas. Dylan pitted 13 laps ago. You see most of these guys ran about 25 laps on a tank of fuel, so we should see pit stop roughly as Calhoun's going to go to second back here past JW. Watch these two a little bit. They've had some rough times lately. JW does let Calhoun go by, so if I do the math correctly here, we'll see pit stop start at lap 65 for some of these people, and the rest of them about lap number 69 to 70, which would leave these guys about 5 to 10 laps short on fuel. Which then reminds me it's Michigan, because everybody's going to be short on fuel, because that's the way a Michigan race works. There's always fuel strategy in play. You could bring an electric car to Michigan and fuel will be a strategy. How? I don't know, but somehow it will be. Here comes Mayari. He's going to try to get the lap back from Allman the long way here. And this is exactly what Ekavachi needs. If he can catch Watson and get the lap back from him, he would be the lucky dog. Everybody's enjoying the broadcast tonight. Again, if you're new out there, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We'd appreciate it. Of course, we broadcast multiple times a week. You can always follow us. I didn't get a chance to list it on the stream tonight, but you can always follow Captain TV on Facebook and Twitter. All you gotta do is type in @Captain, C-A-P-T, Captain, and then TVIR. TV and then the letters IR for iRacing. That's how you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Back here, two teammates named Chris battling it out. The 98 going to slide down there. Sort of a slide job, not really. But the question going to be, when do you pit again? Because it looks like you're going to be short on fuel. The way it all works out here. You wonder if some of these guys may be trying to stretch the fuel a little bit. I mean, it's going to be tough because you're going to have to probably gain 2 or 3 laps each run to get to that distance, as Dylan Glass is on pit road now, so he's going to be well short. The latest somebody pitted in that last run was Evans and Dean right here. These guys pitted lap number 43 along with the 2 leaders, Allman and Calhoun. Matter of fact, ironically, all teammates, by the way. So 43 and 25 gets you to 78, which leaves you actually 22 laps to the finish. So if these guys... 68, I was about to say, which would leave you 32 laps to go when it looks like you're only getting about 25. So there you go. Do the math. 7 laps of fuel is what they will need. So likely what you'll see these guys do is and then maybe split the run in half. And I say that right on cue. Here comes Dean right now to pit road in the 48. Looks like some damage on that right side, so he's probably going to get that popped out. As I always say, get the hot water in the plunger. Pops that thing right out. Ready? Ready? Hot water, pour it on. Pull the plunger. There it is. Done. And you don't believe me, go on YouTube. You'll find a video. It's actually possible. 4 tires and fuel for these guys. They will pull away. So likely Dean is going on a strategy where he'll come back to pit road at lap 80. If I had to guess correctly here. And the 12 sitting on pit road still. Uh-oh. Speeding cops got him, I think. So Allman, Calhoun, J.W. Miller, your top 3. And oh, I thought Miller might have got the wall a little bit there. Lucas Josephson up in the position along with Tanner Long, Chris Evans, Sam Barnes, Chip Parks. All these guys having a great run tonight. Let's talk a little little bit about Saturday night here. So a lot of these guys, I believe, I know J.W. Miller's running it. I know Chris Evans is going to run the race. Sam Barnes, just to name a few, Travis Ikabachi. But Saturday night, the NRW Photography 400. So basically what the race is there's one track that I think for the last 10 years at least, NASCAR Cup fans have said, we want a race at this specific track as J.W. Miller comes to pit road, bringing Tanner Long with him, bringing Travis Ikabachi with him. And that track is the Iowa Speedway. There's never been a Cup race at Iowa. Well, iRacing always has a setup for Iowa in the Cup cars. So 4 years ago, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make this race happen. So I created... Well, what I did was I started thinking, all right, so if NASCAR were to run a Cup race at Iowa, how long would the race probably take? And when I looked at the track times and stuff and how long at the track, how long it runs to take or how long it takes a lap around that track, it's about 23 seconds. And I started thinking, all right, what track takes about 23 seconds to get around? It's just these tires and fuel for most of these guys. J.W. Miller, 14 seconds. He took tires too. Thought for a second he might have let it. The track that came to my head was Dover. Dover, of course, a 1 mile track that you run about 23 to 25 seconds around, and that race is 400 laps. Used to be 500 back in the day. So I said, all right, here we go. We're going to do 400 laps at Iowa. And 4 years ago, we did it. Had a few cautions, 17 to be exact, but it was a very fun race in the end. And wanted to bring it back and got back on iRacing, and here we go. Going to do it again this coming Saturday night. And, some of these guys are going to run it. Some of the guys from USRC are going to run it. Got some people that I've went out in the forums and they wanted to race it, so I said, come on in. And we're going to make it happen Saturday night, 6 o'clock practice. 7:05 will be the start of the race. It'll start in the daytime around 4 o'clock Iowa time. And then should be over in the middle of the night of Iowa. So should be a pretty fun event. Hopefully you can come over and watch here on Captain TV. And I'm looking forward to broadcasting it and putting on the only full-distance Cup race on iRacing at Iowa. All right, here come the leaders. Zach Allman, Calhoun, these guys at lap 65. A little bit earlier than I said they probably would. Allman slides to his pit stall again. Four tires and fuel for these guys. Here we go. They drive away. And there's J.W. Miller going to go by and take this lead. You got to be careful not to get on this track too early or you will get penalized. That purple line back there on the back straightaway, that is the blend line in iRacing as Alan Best leaves pit road. All right, so seeing this correctly, J.W. Miller has about a 1.9 second lead, and that thing is shrinking. Look over to the left on the tower. You see that number just going down quick. So 1.6 down to 1.5 over Allman. He's got 4.5 over Calhoun, 6 seconds over Christopher Dean, and then Ben Pierce in the top 5 in the 5th position. And not sure, I think Ben might have to pit still because he's running down there in the bottom of the track. And yes, the 31, or is there something wrong here? I wonder, is Ben maybe saving fuel? Is he going to try to make this? No way. something that just seemed weird to me. I was like, wait a minute, why is he going so slow on the bottom? Meanwhile, Allman has already caught Miller and taken the lead back from him. About Lucas Josephson involved in that big accident that brought out the second caution of the race just a little bit ago. What cautions? Come on, Nate, you know this. These guys are fun racers. They don't wreck much. In fact, once again, second straight night I've pulled this off. For those who watched the broadcast last night of the Snowball Derby, I'm sitting there during the race like, man, if I can only go get my charger and realize it was right next to me. I just did it again. I'm looking around, I'm like, man, my charger, my phone's at 7% battery, and oh yeah, it's still sitting here plugged in. So Allman got by Miller, but Miller is hanging on. We got the lucky dog battle here. Travis Ikebachi is going by the Ford truck. Right now, the first truck a lap down, according to telemetry, is actually Dylan Thomas in the 11th position. Zach Allman went out last week, won at Gateway, and of course he said, I need to run more short tracks. If we get more short tracks, I could win them all. This is no short track, and tonight he has dominated this race. Just about 3/4 distance into this race. Zach Allman with 2 wins on this season. Of course, J.W. Miller, he won the first race at Talladega earlier this season. And then Keith Calhoun won 2 in a row. Need some fireworks. Go to the store. Zach Allman then won at Lucas Oil. Dylan Glass got his first career win at Charlotte. And then, of course, Allman last week. Will we have a repeat winner tonight, or will we have a new winner? And will we have some drama? Nathan's asking for fireworks. Of course, I could do what I did Saturday in my IndyCar league that I race in. I couldn't believe this actually happened. I totally meant it in a joking way, and it worked. But just a funny story off that. We were running an auto and going down the back straightaway. I had an issue where I'd spun, and I was about to go lap down. And I just keyed the mic up just randomly, and I said, "Oh, JW's in the wall, I think." If he didn't hit the wall, he got out of the gas a lot. You can hear him off the pace here. Oh yeah, he got it. That's more than a kiss too. He hit that wall hard. Got tight behind that 18. And JW's in the window. He could pit here if he wanted. But I just randomly yelled out, "Hey, debris in turn 3." And as soon as I said it, a caution comes out for me. And it was ironic because the guy that was in the same Discord chat as me was the one who wrecked. And I'm like, oh, this is not going to look any kind of questionable. But I still found that kind of funny that I just yelled out debris in turn 3 and a caution came out. As Calhoun going to come up on the back bumper of the 6 here and try to pass him for the second position. Gets the draft, moves down to the bottom. Back here, these teammates trying to work together a little bit. This is 5th and 6, Chris Evans, Christopher Dean. Trucks just ahead of him there. Lucas Josephson, that is the 4th place truck, but these guys about 9.5 back. These guys definitely going to need something too if they want to get back, or have a chance to get into victory lane, I should say. Look over at Evans. So you've got a run there on Thomas. Go by the 12th truck of Dylan Thomas. To turn 3. Out a little bit back to it. These Gilmore engines definitely have less of a gearing when it comes to their setup compared to the regular. As a matter of fact, Chris Evans has gone by Josephson for 4th here. The sound, obviously, these trucks way different than they used to be. Oh, and caution is out. Tanner Long has had an issue in turn 2. Oh boy, this changes everything. What happened to the 14? He's up against the wall, goes spinning into the 14. And for the 4th time this evening, a caution is on the speedway. And we are about to have potentially the pit stops that can win this race. Seth Robbins in a night that he's going to want to forget. He's going to need some ice cream after this. Is there contact between the 42 and 14? No, this is a very weird looking accident. Oh, wow. 14 goes up and hits the wall. That looks very weird. All right, well, pit stops. Here we go. The race for the win. Potentially. Obviously, you still got to race the laps. Oh, Barnes way through his pit stall there. He almost ran into JW. Did Calhoun get Allman? Nope. Allman with the lead. All right, so real quickly, before I don't get a chance to do this again. It's going to... Give me street view. Come on. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you full screen this thing. This is the prehistoric forest. So as you see, there's still dinosaurs. This is actually Highway 12 that we're sitting on right now, Street View, over in the town of Onstead, Michigan. You see, yep, that right there is I believe, a brontosaurus. And you got the waterfall that was a part of a ride over here, and then that was the main building there. But this was what was known as the prehistoric forest. Right down the road from Michigan Speedway. If you don't believe me there, watch this. Zoom out. On the map. There sits the forest. As I zoom out, just to the west, I believe. I'm not good at directions. You see the red dot. There's Michigan Speedway. Right down the road from the track. That was almost like a stopping point. When you go to a race, you come over here and stop at the prehistoric forest to the east. So there you go. You can't make this stuff up. That's what brings this race. The historic manner that it has in this series, being Midwestern guys, most of these people. So who is going to win the second ever Prehistoric Forest 200 at the Michigan Speedway? You got teammates Zach Allman, Keith Calhoun, 1-2. J.W. Miller, Chris Evans, 3rd and 4th. You got Lucas Josephson and Christopher Dean, the top 6. Everybody, 4 fresh tires. It's like the start of the race all over again. 18 laps to go. Who is going to draft their way to the win? And are we done wrecking? Outside line starting to form up. Chip Parks cut the wall, and they're not done wrecking. Around they go. Trying to get to them. There they are. Parks got the wall. As a matter of fact, all 3 of the Down Under Racing guys involved. And Noah Mayari. Oh boy. Mike Cavacci had to tow, it looks like. The 4 had to tow. Flips the wall, and there they go. Ow, 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 ow. 4 hard licks. Mike Cavacci, unfortunately, wrong place, wrong time. I am not going down to that chat anytime soon. Let's see it again. Red Buffalo truck's going to hit the wall. Caution out, 4th time. Truck's going to save fuel, and here comes the sun. Holy cow, this thing just got bright. Let's bring up last week's winner, Zach Allman, and also the guy who has dominated this race so far in that number 18 truck. Zach, well, a pretty interesting battle so far throughout this race. You have worked some pit strategy and stuff. You've shown that you might have the best truck out here tonight. Can you win this thing, though? Uh-oh. What happened? Oh. Oh, there he is. Okay, I can't hear Zach. Interesting. All right, we'll try to talk to Zach if he wins this race, but apparently something going on with Discord here. I got to fix it now. I hate when it does this. Forgive me for the issues. There we go. Got the sound back. Question is, can I hear over here now? Okay. Anyway, something else I get to work throughout the holiday is trying to figure out why my sound does what it does when I try to have everything set up here. All right, so going to go back to racing here with 14 laps to go. And Zach Allman, the leader. J.W. Miller second. Keith Calhoun third. Lucas Josephson, Tanner Long. Going to be the top 5 in this race. You wanted fireworks? We got fireworks now as we come to the finish. Back of the pack, they're getting kind of antsy. Keith Calhoun going to clear JW, so 1-2. Ace Motorsports team, JW going to push Keith down the straightaway and give Calhoun the run for the lead. So the 99 to the front with help from, well, the guy that he's had trouble with. Both of these guys, oh, contact back there, Tanner Long and Dean. Lucas Josephson, is he the next first-time winner in this series? Remember last year, Anthony Marshall, a last lap pass, won his first and only race in the series here. Calhoun leading his first laps of the night outside of pit stops. Miller's going to do it, 3 wide. See if they can hold it wide open into the corner. JW takes that second groove, which is the preferred groove. Calhoun's going to get shuffled down. Here comes Josephson. And J.W. Miller back to the lead with 10 to go. This race is far from over. You can hear the trucks out there sliding through the corner. And here comes Chris Evans. Here comes Tanner Long. Alan Best coming into the picture here. If you're on the lead lap, you can win it. This is what makes Michigan. Oh, the 98 going to slide up into the 88, make his own room. But this is what makes Michigan one of the best tracks in all of iRacing, especially when the trucks are on it. Man, well, you should run the Super Bowl. The teammates from Ace Motorsports going to push each other to the front. Trying to use that bottom line, kind of slid up a little bit there, Evans. And look at Tanner Long, he's trying to force his way along the grass. There's so much going on, I'm trying to catch it all for you. 3 of the teammates in the top 4 from Ace Motorsports. The only one not up here is Christopher Dean, who runs back in 10th right now, is trying to catch this pack. Oh, the 88 a little out of shape. Top 3 in points right here. 1, 2, 3 as we go 6 laps to go. You wonder if JW's maybe worked out a deal with any other drivers to help out. These 2 teammates right here going for the lead. Problem with JW is if he doesn't move, he's got their 3rd teammate running 4th. Viewers, where do you want to be on the final lap? You tell me. Do you want to be in the lead? Do you want to be 2nd? Do you want to be back where Dylan Thomas is at the end of this pack? Do you want to be 3rd? Do you want to be 4th? Where do you want to be on the final lap of this race? Because right now, there's no telling what's about to happen. Oh, whoa, I thought JW was going to go 3 there. Allman protected. Oh, he's trying the middle. Nope, not. He's elevator moving him. What I think he's actually doing is trying to help them both out. Keep them side by side. And maybe bring this pack up to him. That's the only thing I could think of there. But 4 laps to go, 8 miles. Exactly what he's doing is he's pushing both of them. He's helping Calhoun off the corner and then pushing Zach into the corner. Watch this. He gives the 99 a push. And he's going to cut down. Maybe. Not this time. Meanwhile, Tanner Long is slowly coming into the picture here. Two laps to go. The ironic part of this battle here is Calhoun clears for the lead. The two winningest drivers so far in this very brief series, they're the leaders of this race, as they will come to the white flag final lap of the Prehistoric Forest 200. Allman back to the bottom. Where does JW go? He's looking up the middle, doesn't have the draft. Michigan is going to set up another big time finish. Here they come. Tire number 4, the teammates going after it. Coming to the line. Contact. Calhoun. Keith Calhoun crosses the line first and has won the Prehistoric Forest 200, his 6th career victory. Zach Allman going to be second. J.W. Miller third. The top 3 in points. 1, 2, 3. Tanner Long, Chris Evans going to be your top 5. In a very wild finish amongst the teammates. And I think they're going to celebrate together. See if we can go back and get the race to the finish here. Get it from this view here. There's the contact, and wow, that was close. Let's go frame by frame here. The only reason I knew that Keith had won is I looked at his bumper and I saw he was the first one to cross the stripe from the far side. Like I looked at that yellow line. Oh yeah, right there. There's your difference. I'm going to leave that right on the screen there. What a finish. What a race. And Calhoun is gone to victory lane again. 3rd time this season for the champ. And his 6th career win. That is going to be one that's going to be saved for the highlight reel, right? All right. Now let's... I want to make sure my sound is all set up real quickly on Discord before we go talk to the drivers. Don't want to have any kind of issues here. There we go. Should be good to go. As we'll bring Keith up here to the booth first. Keith Calhoun, congratulations. Your 6th career win, 3rd on the season, and a win by all of, it says 1/10 of a second, or actually 1/100th of a second on this screen. It was pretty close. Talk about those last couple laps and fighting with Zach and trying to hold off JW there behind you.
Yeah, I don't know. It was crazy. I don't know. Like, we just back and forth, and I figured out that I wanted the high line on him, so I just let him have the low line because I have more momentum out of the corner. So that's what I was riding on, and it barely worked.
Barely 1/100th, barely. Racing just wild out here tonight. Of course, the first few laps it looked like Daytona out there in the pack, and it got spread out a little bit with that long green flag run after a couple accidents, and then all of a sudden it was back together with 14 to go. Did you feel like you had what it took to stay up there in the front?
Yeah, that last caution was God sent, and I think that was that was gonna be my only chance to have a chance at winning. But no, I knew that if I was up front, with that on that restart, I figured I'd have something and be competitive for sure.
Well, it's a great way to finish off the first week of the Michigan doubleheader. Is of course next week we head over there to Belle Isle on the road course in Detroit. But talk about how big of a win this is, because right now you three right there on this in the picture here, JW, yourself, Zach Allman, you're the three right now in the points race. Right, of course, there's a couple others close by, but it seems like you three are maybe trying to separate yourselves from the rest. Talk about how tight of a battle we're looking at here as we go into 3 races to go.
Yeah, it's gonna get it's really tight now. It's gonna stay that. I imagine going into the final race, the top 3 will still be undecided. We'll still have no idea who's gonna be the champion, second or third. Winning tonight is epic. It's huge for me because it's going to give me a lot of momentum going into Belle Isle, and I was great at Watkins Glen, so I'm looking to do really good at Belle Isle. I know JW, he has a lot of road experience, so him and I are going to be battling a lot. So, but yeah, I'm trying to go back to back. I'll take the 2 Michigans.
There you go, and just a note to self: do not. I wouldn't go into Belle Isle comparing Watkins Glen. That's 2 different monsters. Just going to throw that out there now. That's a whole other monster.
Yeah, no, totally. I meant like I did good.
You won on a road course.
Yeah,
I knew what you meant. I'm like, man, I got to throw that out there to him to hack on him.
Right,
but,
nowhere near.
Right. So we know what's for dinner tomorrow night, because everybody's going to pretty much eat certain items unless they have their own tradition, that kind of thing. But what was for dinner tonight?
I went to Billy Bob's Burgers with my wife downtown in Waco. Nice. And I had this burger called the Texan.
Ah.
And it was great. That bacon, lettuce, tomato with mayo and A1.
Very nice. Very nice. That sounds delicious where I'm from. But
it was good.
Very nice. So enjoy the burger there, the Texan as they call it, and congrats on your win here in Michigan. And we will see you next week in Detroit. Oh, send shout out to whoever you want to also.
Yeah, thanks. Shout out to my wife as always for just being so amazing. Shout out to all my teammates, Zach, Chris, and shout out to Zach and JW again for just putting on a pretty epic race.
There you go. Well done, Keith. Nice job on your win.
Thanks, Chris.
Absolutely. Move him up there into that channel. Let's get Zach Allman, who's probably wondering what could have been tonight. Don't worry, Zach. You can actually hear my voice this time. And we're here. And Zach, unfortunately, 1/100th of a second, the separation between you and your teammate. And unfortunately, not only that tie got broken, but the tie for the most wins in series history just got broken, though it's real early. He's got you on that one now, too. But second place run tonight. Happy, mad, both? What are you feeling?
I'm looking at that replay thinking of 100,000 different ways I could have won that, first off. And then right now, I really wish I could have had more help from JW. I know he was just trying to be a good guy and give us both evens amount of pushes, but I feel like if he would have just given me that one more push and Keith, we could maybe have the win.
Now, I'm going to put my racing hat on here for a second, and you might agree, you might not agree, but there was the one part you actually kind of doored Keith. At coming to the line, it looked like you guys got close. You might not have hit him, but it looked like you guys maybe have touched a little bit, or netcode maybe kicked in a little bit. But do you think at that point you maybe should have went all the way to the apron, like all the way to the far bottom to get away from him?
I was thinking about that, but also at the same time, I was also thinking about turning right as well.
Oh, jeez. I wouldn't admit that out loud.
He's my teammate. He won't.
I'm talking about league implications here.
Yeah. Well, also, If I could have, I guess I was also. I don't know if I should be saying this on stream, but
Well, I mean, you only just said you could have wrecked your teammate on purpose, but go ahead.
I was getting close to him because I was hoping Netcone would kick in, kind of.
Which then it wouldn't be wrecking on purpose. But
Yeah, so I mean,
well, either way though, it's still a good night. You did lead obviously the most laps this evening, so that's probably going to help you bonus points wise, and you know, you had to battle through the early accident there after you sped on pit road, I believe, and slid through your pit stall.
no,
Oh,
I
no,
didn't speed on pit road.
oh.
I got lucky. I didn't.
Oh, well, I thought you did because you sat there for a little bit, so I'm like, maybe you sped. But then you got
I
involved
was
in the
going to
wreck.
the bathroom. I
Oh,
was going to the bathroom.
you didn't go to the bathroom before the race?
I did, but too much water.
I hate when that happens. Well, anyways,
Yeah.
it's still a great race, though. Way to come back from behind there and get the second place run. Send shout outs to whoever you want to.
I guess family and friends because of Thanksgiving. You, my friends, everybody in this league, especially Travis. Not JW because he didn't push me as much.
He's an equal opportunity pusher. EOP.
I'll be thankful to you, shout you out if you don't mention that part. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So, well, nice job, Zach, and we'll go to a road course next week. How's that?
I found a loophole, but I don't know if I feel really scummy if I do it in the schedule. So yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I'll get a good road course driver to do it for me.
Oh, I see. Yeah, well.
Yeah.
What's the best way to put this as I let you go, Zach? Some things are better left unsaid over the air. I'm just going to throw that out there, but so nice job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just walk away now. I'm just helping you. This is where you get off the interstate.
I'm already the most hated driver, so why not just say some more?
All right, man. Have a great night, man. We'll see you next week. Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, wait, chat. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody. From me, your favorite driver.
Zach Allman, going to be the most popular driver in the series next season, I see. Wow. Some of the things he said. Interesting. All right. J.W. Miller joins us here. His third place run in the number 6 truck tonight. J.W., unfortunately, a couple battles with the wall and some battles with the lead, pit strategies, all that good stuff. And my brother, you finished third tonight, and another good points night for you.
Yeah, this is a track that I always struggle with every time it comes up, but I'm glad to get a third place. And we're at least racing for the end there for the win, so I feel pretty confident about it.
And you started out back and worked your way up there through the field. Obviously, Mr. Long Run, as I like to call you on the stream here, as you like to kind of save those tires up a little bit. Did it feel kind of different as part of this race, knowing you had to kind of go hard at the beginning to stick with some of these guys, especially as they were on newer tires?
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I was, going into this, not expecting a good finish, trying to just hang out in the back, and that ended up working out pretty well for us on the first run there, and then we had that caution, and then that super long run that we had, and since we had pit earlier, I think we had pit on the first caution for tires, and then everybody else had pit, seems like, on the second one, so we were kind of ahead of the field a little bit, grabbing that first place position a couple times after pitting, but it was turning out to be a pretty good strategy that way, that I would have come out pits with maybe a couple laps left, and I had fresh tires, whereas I think everybody else would have either been so far back that I would have at least been able to stay up there, but then that caution totally threw it all off, and it was kind of just a crazy race there at the end.
Yeah, you were kind of playing, hey, I'm going to help you, no, 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 I'm going to help you type of thing, which was kind of fun to watch. But next week, Keith actually kind of mentioned a little bit, you are one that races road courses, a pretty good amount. I know you pretty well for running some of the enduro races and stuff like that. But we go do something kind of weird when we put these trucks out on Belle Isle and run the street circuit out there. What are you expecting, 1 and 2? How are you feeling going into that race?
I'm feeling hesitant. It's gonna be hard to choose whether to be up front or be in the back. You know, you sit in the back, and then all of a sudden the track is blocked ahead of you.
Yeah.
You just start at the front, and you have that chance of somebody accidentally overbraking in the first lap and getting into you. But
I'm picturing turn 3 as you say that.
it's gonna be interesting to see, especially with, you know, how tight of a track Belle Isle is, plus the what is it, the street circuit.
Mhm.
I'm
just-
Be
The
pretty
bumpiness.
crazy.
Yeah, because that track is very bumpy. I think of turn 3 because the first 2 corners are like an S. Then you go down a long straightaway, and then turn 3 is this 90-degree right-handed corner that's not going to fit many trucks at one time.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. It's definitely not a combo anybody else ever thought of. So kudos to Travis for making something really interesting here.
Nice. Well, hey, nice job. Go celebrate the 3rd tonight, and shout outs as always to whoever you like.
Yeah, shout out to you for broadcasting, Travis for putting it on, and for everybody out there racing. It was fun.
There you go. Nice job, JW. We will see you next week.
Yep.
All right. JW Miller, 3rd place run for him. And, yeah, that's going to do it for us here at Michigan Speedway. We're going to sign off and go get our tryptophan on throughout the next 3 days. Again, next time we'll be on the air will be Saturday night for the running of the NRW Photography 400 at the Iowa Speedway. It's a combination of a lot of things. The Great Lakes Truck Series is going to be running over there. Of course, I'll be throwing a lot of promotion to them. USRC is going to have a lot of guys over there, some people from the forums on iRacing who I've never even raced with before. They're going to be there. I'll be up in the booth broadcasting it and so on and so forth, so it should be a pretty fun night of racing as we get ready for 400 laps around the Iowa Speedway. That'll be the next time we are on the air, so make sure you do come and join us for that. And then the next time you'll see this series on will be Wednesday night next week as we go over to Belle Isle. We'll take the trip here in Michigan out, maybe go stop at the prehistoric forest and take some photos, and then right on out to Belle Isle, downtown Detroit, or right outside Detroit, and do some truck racing out there on the island. Should be a lot of fun there. So we will go on and go from there. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, and hopefully you have a wonderful Thanksgiving with you and the family. I always have the 4 F's: fun, family, food, football. The 4 things, 4 of many things that make that holiday great. So I know I usually have one way of saying this, but I'm going to throw it a little different tonight as we go into the Thanksgiving holiday. If your brother or sister gets mad at you and says, dude, you took the last piece of pumpkin pie, tell him, dude, this ain't just no regular dinner. It's Thanksgiving dinner. See ya!